firecracker in my mouth.
I definitely wouldn't be the same person today if it wasn't for China.
Yay!
I feel like I'm a lot more carefree and uninhibited. Before going to China, I was full of anxiety. And of course, some of my biggest concerns were the pollution, the busyness, like the pictures you see on the news when you see China. But what I instead came into was just a beautiful, warm, loving culture and family, pretty much.
So I've just arrived and it is a balmy -12 degrees.
One of the biggest reasons I started my YouTube channel is just to show people a different side of China, to show them the human side of China, the beautiful, adventurous, colourful, lovely side of this country that is often portrayed quite negatively in the media. A lot of little steps have taken me towards China, and probably the very, very beginning of that adventure came in my final year of school here in Sydney. I had a history teacher who had a real passion for Chinese history, and it was really infectious. As soon as I arrived in China, I just fell in love with the country and everything about it. It's a place that I feel like I really belong. I walk down the streets and I just feel a really good energy around me, and I feel like anything is possible when I'm there.
I'm on the boat now and officially part of the show.
I do want to be kind of a bridge between cultures and teach Australians or Western countries more about China, but at the same time also teach China more about Western countries.
Hey guys, I'm super excited because I am finally in Wuhan. I've been wanting to come here for so long and for good reason.
Wuhan is not known for being some kind of dirty, run-down, third world type city. The world now knows about Wuhan, but for not the reasons that they should.
People regularly swim in the Yangtze River. Right down here, in fact. Hello, 冬天你也会吗？
对对对，下雪的会有。
Oh my gosh!
I talked with a few of them. They were so welcoming. They were telling me about, you know, every day they swim, whether it's sunny, rainy, snowing, -10 degrees.
Oh my god!
These guys are hardcore.
温度怎么样？温度
It's quite cold, but it's okay. I'm gonna try.
It was just one of those moments that you've got to be like, yeah, you know what, let's do it.
That was so cool!
It was such a fun experience, and one of those things that I will always remember and tell my grandchildren about one day. I have a couple of moments that drew me to falling more and more in love with China. One little example I can think of is I was sitting in the street waiting for my taxi, and there was a restaurant opposite the road, and an ayi, or an auntie, she stuck her head out the door and asked if I was okay, if I wanted, you know, something to eat or some water. I was like, oh no, everything's fine, and she actually ends up bringing me out a jar of hot water, and I got into my taxi, and the taxi driver was, what's with the jar of hot water? And I told him the story, and he said, well, I have some tea leaves in my boot, do you want some? So we ended up putting some of his tea leaves into my hot water and having this really interesting Chinese experience.
可以吗？
可以，来。
I've never been in a place where people have so welcomed me and gone out of their way to show me around or help me out. They call this concept in China 热情, the concept of being super welcome to guests. And I've definitely felt that so much in China. China is not just one thing, and I think people tend to box it into one little box. If you go from one village to the other, one province to the other, it's almost like you're in two different places. I think a lot of people would be surprised what China is actually like behind the facade that the news and the media portrays when you watch it on TV. I think most people would be surprised when they actually come to China and experience it for themselves.